shares with the great Robert Aikman a gift for invoking a profound sense of disassociation from the world we think we know, pointing us toward a breach through which any number of unimaginable things might, and do, emerge. More than anything, there is a palpable absence in many of her stories, of loved ones, especially parents, of the passage of time, of knowledge of the very world the characters inhabit. Still, nature abhors a vacuum, even in a parallel plane of existence, and unforeseen things emerge to fill that void. Reindeer Mountain, perhaps my favorite of all the stories collected here, is a tour de force of the uncanny. Who is Arvid Peakon may make you reluctant to ever pick up a telephone again, and Brita's Holiday Village reminds one how unsettling a resort in the off-season can be. The narrator of Cloudberry Jam recounts a conversation with the creature she has made in a tin can. "Why did you make me?" you said. "I made you so that I could love you," I said. Similarly, Karin Tidbeck has written these stories so that readers may love them. I certainly do, and I suspect you will too. Beatrice. Franz Hiller, a physician, fell in love with an airship. He was visiting a fair in Berlin to see the wonders of the modern age that were on display: automobiles, propeller planes, mechanical servants, difference engines, and other things that would accompany man into the future. The airship was moored in the middle of the aviation exhibit. According to the small sign by the cordon, her name was Beatrice. In contrast to the large commercial airships, Beatrice is built for a maximum of 2 passengers, an excellent choice for those who live far from public airship masts or do not wish to be crowded in with strangers. Manufacturing will start soon. Order yours today from Le Fleur et Fils. Franz had had no previous interest in airships. He had never seen one up close, let alone traveled in one. Neither had he any interest in love. At 30, he was still a bachelor. His prospects were good, but he had been profoundly disinterested in any potential wives his parents had presented to him. His mother was becoming more and more insistent, and sooner or later Franz would have to make up his mind. But then he found himself here, in Berlin, facing this airship. Beatrice, her name tolling like a bell. Franz couldn't stop looking at her. Her body was a voluptuous oblong, matte skin wrapped tightly over a gently rounded skeleton. The little gondola was made of dark wood, finest mahogany, and embellished with brass details, every part hand-wrought, with thick glass windows that rounded at the edges. Inside, the plush seats were embroidered with French lilies, facing an immaculately polished console. Beatrice was perfect. She bobbed in a slow up-down motion, like a sleeping whale, but she was very much awake. Franz could feel her attention turn to him and remain there, the heat of her sightless gaze. He came back the next day, and the next, just to look at Beatrice and feel her gaze upon him. They could never touch. He once tried to step inside the cordon, but was brusquely reprimanded by the guards. Franz could sense the same want from her that filled him, a longing to be touched. He sought out the representative of Le Fleur et Fils, Le Fleur the younger, in fact, a thin man with oil-stained fingers who looked uncomfortable in his suit. Franz offered to buy Beatrice outright. He would write a check on the spot, or pay in cash if needed. Out of the question, Le Fleur the younger replied. That airship there was a prototype. Not at any price? Not at any price. How could they start manufacture without the prototype? Of course, Monsieur Hiller was welcome to order an airship, just not this one. Franz didn't dare explain why he wanted the prototype so badly. He accepted the catalogue offered to him and returned home. He thought of Beatrice while caressing her picture in the catalogue, her smooth skin, her little gondola. How he wanted to climb into her little gondola. After 2 weeks, the fair closed. Beatrice was taken home to Le Fleur et Fils' factory in Paris. Franz fantasized about traveling to the factory, breaking into it at night and stealing her, or pleading his case to the owners who would be so touched by